Welcome back. If you watched my last rapid game, you know that I'm still having some trouble learning how to use my time. It was a 10+0 rapid game, as most of mine are, and I was rushing even though I didn't need to. And one way that seems maybe a little counterintuitive to help correct that is I'm going to try to play an even longer game, and I'm going to do that on Lichess where they have classical. I know this doesn't look right, but hopefully the gameplay page will be cropped correctly. And one reason I don't play these longer time controls very often is because the game can take a long time, and sometimes I might not even have enough time to analyze afterwards. But that's it for my introduction. I am trying to save a little time in this part so that I will have time to do the analysis afterward. It says it's pairing me. Let's see if that happens. Okay, it finally did pair me, and my opponent has the white pieces. They have 26 seconds to make their first move. And we're down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My opponent did not make their first move. All right. Well, that was fun. I didn't lose this game. All right, since that game was an abortion, according to this, let's, where do I click to play another one? Oh, new opponent. Well, let's try that. Oh, it went back to the home page to pair me. Let's see if we get paired with someone who will or is able to play. That opponent might have been on the app. The few times recently that I've tried to play any timed game on the app, on Lichess, there's a thing that pops up in the screen that says pairing, and then when the game appears, that thing is still in the front and you can't actually play. Well, I'm going to make my move here and see if my opponent wants to play. Oh, they did. Oh, we're going to get the Scandinavian defense. All right, well, we know to take that pawn and then see what my opponent takes back with. They took back with the queen. All right, instead of challenging it immediately with knight to c3, let's play knight to f3, and then I can save that for my next turn. Oh, they put their bishop over there. Yeah, why not? Get ready to castle. Oh, they're coming. Well, I think now it's time to play this, isn't it? Knight to c3, but we have time, so there's no reason to hurry. If I play knight to c3, they're probably not going to push the pawn, which I think the reason they put the pawn there was to help hit this knight. But if they do that, I think I would just take their queen at that point, right? I think. I don't see a downside to that. I mean, they could just drop it back one. Oh, if they did that, I would take the pawn. But maybe they'll drop it back here or here or here, someplace where they can keep protecting that pawn because it is now under attack by my knight. Yeah, okay. That's not bad, right? Because they're still protecting the pawn. I can castle now, though, and my knight's not really pinned. So let's castle, see if they want to take here, how they want to play this. Oh, okay. Well, I want to push this pawn someplace so I can get this bishop out. It looks like they're trying to restrict the places my knight can go. Oh, or maybe they were trying to block this check. That's possible. I think I want to play here with this pawn, and like I said, get the dark squared bishop out. Apparently they want to fianchetto, which is fine. So let's put this dark squared bishop here. Wait, I have time. Are they starting to do like an all-out pawn assault? Is that the idea here? If they do, it doesn't matter. Even if, yeah, because once I get my bishop out, I can just move this knight someplace. Let's go ahead and do what I was planning. They have moved that. They're still defending this pawn. I say it's time to force that bishop to do something. I think we'll take here. It might just drop back. Sometimes they do that. Oh, it dropped back that way, aiming over here. Okay, I expected it to drop back, trying to bait me into playing g4. Well, I guess I am using my time. I'm 2 minutes behind here. Okay, well, I can put this here and block their e-pawn from moving, but I don't know what good that does me, except maybe allows me to play the c-pawn. Should I bring this rook out? If I play there, they might play the g5, but then I could go ahead and put the knight over there and aim at their bishop, so I'm okay with that. That gets out of the way of my c-pawn, which I want to start playing pawns here, get the pawns out in front of my pieces, and temporarily block the e-pawn from coming for any further forward. Okay, did they think I was going there now? Oh, now they want to play this. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is play the c-pawn, so now if they play that, I can drop this knight in behind there, I guess. Are they really just going to try to assault me with those two pieces and a bunch of pawns? They might. Let's see if they play f5 here, because that looks like what they were preparing by playing this to keep my knights, either one of my knights, from going there. Oh, for that matter, I could probably put a knight over here. Oh, they did play that. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I said I would go over here, and now they're going to play this? Guess they can. Nope. All right. I can play here, though, because that pawn's undefended. I guess they could always defend it, and then I would have to bring my knight back. Let's see. I guess I can keep going with this pawn assault, but I'm going to have to be careful that this bishop can't slip around this way. So what about this? And that will help defend b4. I am a little surprised that my opponent just now got another piece out. They had been very slow to get their pieces out, building this pawn fortress here, I guess. They might play a5 now if they guess. Nope, they didn't guess that that's what I was about to play. Let's see, where's that going? Can it go here? No. Here? No. But it can help protect there. So I'm guessing that they're about to play e5. All right, should I move this knight preemptively? Like here? No, it's going to end up getting trapped if I go over there. See, if they play here and I take, and they take, and I can just drop the knight back, but then then that pawn's isolated. Okay, I want to move my queen here and aim at that pawn. You think that's a good idea? No, that pawn's doubly defended. That's a bad idea. Okay, it was triply defended until they just moved their knight. Is that pawn defended? It is. What if I play this now? I don't know. But yeah, right now this knight's okay. You can always drop back. Let's line up a rook with their king. Let's do that. I can drop this back here if I need to. I can push this pawn if I need to. I can drop this knight back if I need to. But I'm guessing that it looks like they've been preparing e5 here. Okay, nice. Got the bishop and the queen lined up at h2. Okay, can I stop that? Not once this happens. All right, I guess I can play g2. That way when this happens and I have to move the knight, then they can't get in there. They're sure bunching up the pieces though. Okay, I'm gonna play g2. That might not be the best idea, but I'm assuming they're about to play e5, and I want to be able to safely put my knight over here. It does look like they've overextended with their pawns, but I keep looking for a way to get in there, and I can't quite see it yet. I did just look at my opponent's profile, and they are well ahead of me in rapid. Yeah, I'm going to I'm going to take that and then drop this knight back when they take with the pawn. Actually, should I drop it in here? Their bishop's undefended. That's not actually a check. Oh, that pawn was undefended. Wow. Okay. Well, it's possible I'm about to get checkmated here. That could happen. I guess I can do this. I've also removed one piece between their king and between their king and my rook. That pawn is still defended by their knight, but I can take it like this. Oh, they went back to protect the pawn. Okay. And now I assume they want to throw away this bishop here. That's what I'm assuming. But I'm going to take this and then put this bishop right here. And I guess take it. And they're going to take with their queen. Like, they can check me, but they can't mate me just yet, right? Because they can check me here, not there, because my queen's guarding that square. Can check me here, but I can block with the bishop. I want to get this rook behind here. Can I do that now? But I can't put my queen there now. I don't know. They also might be thinking of coming in here to hit this pawn. How can I guard that pawn? Can I guard that pawn like this? Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my queen on d4. That allows me to guard my f pawn, plus allows me to pull my rook over here. Oh, wow. I just realized I was aiming at that, but their knight's defending it. Good grief. I don't know. I still need to guard that pawn, though, for them to bring this knight in here, I think. Okay. I'm going to do that to guard this pawn. It does allow me to get this rook into the game, finally. Oh. Well, there's that. Okay. I don't have a lot of choice there. I guess I could put this knight here, but they're about to move that queen anyway, right? Okay, so the answer here for my opponent was to just move the pawns in front of their king and leave their king on its home square, and there was probably something I could do about it, but I never saw it. We'll find out in a little bit when we check the evaluation, but I feel like right now it's like mate in 7 or something, and maybe even less. Even though I'm only down 2 pawns, I just was never able to find a crack in what they developed here. Everything's defended. They never had to use that rook over there. And you know, to be fair, I never used my rook either, my A rook. I assume what they're using their time for right now is to figure out the best way to come in here. I don't know, but it looks like it might be just to put the queen there, because then what can I do? Can I get out of that? I don't know. Oh, they decided to attack my queen with the pawn. All right. Well, I guess let's do a queen trade. See if they like those apples. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that c-pawn move was not the best move at the time. Oh, see, now if they take and they put this here, then they'll definitely be threatening mate. Okay, I get that. But now, can't I come over here and defend this way? And be threatening the knight? I don't know. I can still do this since they didn't want the queen trade, and I don't mind a queen trade at this point. Let's do that. Now if they want a queen trade, I have to take back this way. And yes, in between moves, I am still looking at my rooks and trying to figure out how to get stuff in there. Oh, now they want this pawn to be here. It's not going to work out that way, friend. Also, they're threatening mate now. I get that. What if I put this knight here? Could take it. I could take. Yes, and my queen is still defended. Okay, they finally went that way. Let's go this way. Oh, now they can push that pawn. Nice. No, they can't. No, they can't, because that pawn's the only thing defending their e-pawn. Okay. If their king wasn't back there, like if they had castled or something, now they can push that pawn. No, they can't, because then we have to trade rooks now. Oh, they... All right. I don't like my rook sitting there, but it's about as good as we're going to get, I think. What if I just let the pawn defend the rook? I don't know if that's good or not, but I'm aiming there, and I'm still down 2 pawns. It's that pawn and that pawn, I guess, is the ones that I'm down. Everything else matches up. Oh, they did that. Okay. Now they have a passed pawn in the middle, which I'm going to have to get in front of somehow. What's the best way to get in front of that? Well, now they can move that, I guess. I want to move my king over there, but then they push that forward. Yeah, no. If I was my opponent, I'm pretty sure I could win this now, because they're going to end up with these 2 passed pawns. They're gonna get rid of these 2 right here in the middle and have a passed pawn separated that far apart with the rook over here. I don't know what to do about it, but I'm going to line up 2 pieces on this so that I don't have to throw away my bishop if I need to check down there. Okay, they got out of the line of that, but it still can be a check if this pawn ever moves, the f pawn. So now I'm going to move my king and try to get in front of their e pawn, guarding that spot. And can I just go after the knight now? Oh, but no, you can check me here, I guess. They can check me there even if I went where I wanted to, but I can go here. Let's see if we can maybe, oh, they're going after this pawn too. Wow, I almost didn't see that. Yeah, I assume they're trying to check me in here, but I just want to get in front of the e-pawn. I do feel like I'm using my time better, but it's also a real struggle not to just resign. I wanted to resign about 12 moves ago, I think, and I decided not to because that was one of my goals or whatever for this year was to not resign just because I think I'm behind. But I wanted to resign here because I felt like every move of my opponent is directly preventing what I wanted to do and that there's nothing I could do about it. And I really, really don't like playing games like that. But here we are. And if I really don't like that, maybe I should rethink playing chess, huh? All right, I heard you. Now does this come in? No, because now that's the only thing defending the knight. As I said a few moves ago, I'm pretty sure that if I was my opponent, I could win this game. And I'm pretty sure that you'd have to be a very much higher rated player to win with the white pieces in this setup that I've got right now. I was about to say I think they want to trade rooks right now because that's a really good plan for them. Well, let's take this and see if that diverts this pawn and see if when I take here and they go back, I can come get this pawn right away and then that one too. I think. I don't think they can stop me from picking up both of those pawns because it says they're 2 pawns ahead, but pretty soon we're going to be even on pawns. The problem is when I come up here, yeah, they might be able to get through this way. Oh, they went the wrong way. Oh no, they went the right way because they want to defend those pawns. Okay. Maybe I should have went that way then. Maybe I'm the one that did the wrong because I can't move forward now. I can move this and take here. Pretty sure I've been lost this whole time and I'm just playing it out because you're supposed to, right? I think they can just shuffle right here between those 2 squares and force me to move this pawn until it can't go any further, and then I've got to give up. Oh no, they just did that, so to end it right now, and now I don't have anywhere to go. Let's go here. Assume they're going to push that. Oh no, they didn't. Okay. Where do I want them promoting? Well, if my king's going to be here, I don't want them promoting on the G file, but if I don't take, even if I do take, they're going to promote on the G file. Okay, then I shouldn't worry about it. I've got to get out in front of that pawn anyway, and yeah, it's going to not work out well for me. But we'll find out in the analysis if I had a chance. There's no reason to make this last any longer than it has to. I'm just going to shuffle right here. It looks like they want to go promote another pawn. Yep. And as always, the board shifted over just a few pixels when I clicked the analysis board. This time I am going to fix that. Yeah, that's a little frustrating that every single time I switch from the game board to the analysis board, it moves over a few pixels and it looks bad. But this time I took the time to fix it since the analysis is busy running at the bottom. And I know you can't see the graph, but I was correct that I was behind for a long time. I just don't know how long. But I did have chances, and I was ahead at the beginning when my opponent shoved all those pawns forward. In fact, from right here on move 4, it says their next move was an inaccuracy, and there were 3 moves that took advantage of it, and I played one of them. I played knight to c3 to attack the queen. They played one of their top 3 moves, and then I should have played h3 or castling. No, h3 has dropped. I should have castled here. I did castle here. And my opponent's next move was a blunder, but it's only a blunder if I go there. And it says that at that point, they would drop their bishop back. Okay, my question is, if I went here and I would have gone up a pawn, so why is it 2 plus 6? I have no idea. I don't understand that. I have no idea why if I took the pawn, they would drop that back. My second best move is d4, and it says that they would not take here. They would take my knight. I don't understand that either. Okay, so I played this. This was a blunder because it was me not taking advantage of their blunder. They played a further blunder by playing this. At first, I thought they were going to fianchetto, but then eventually it started to sink in that no, they were just going to start playing all these pawns forward. Again, I should have taken this pawn. Again, I have no idea why, so obviously I didn't do it. I developed the bishop to point at their king. Now they're supposed to take my knight. They didn't. They saw that I pointed at their queen, so they got their queen out of the way. Again, I'm supposed to take this pawn, even though their queen's pointed at it now. Their queen was already pointed at it, but then again, it says they would drop this bishop back. Again, I have no idea why, so I played this. It's a blunder. They're supposed to take my knight, but they didn't. This time they did go there, which the computer earlier said was their best move, but now it's not their best move. Now I'm supposed to play d4. I did not know that. I don't know why, but I played this. That's an inaccuracy, okay? My opponent made the mistake of playing this. I thought at this point, this is when it started becoming fairly obvious they were just going to launch all the pawns forward. I'm supposed to take this pawn again, even though now, what in the world, why in the world would I take that? I have no idea. And it says that they wouldn't take back. I had to take that pawn, and I still don't know why. It does look like at some point I would get their bishop, but first their rook, but at first I have to give up an entire knight, and then it looks like I might get my bishop trapped down there. Okay, but I played this. That's bad. My opponent played one of their better moves. Again, if I take that pawn. Okay, I'm going to stop now because all my blunders were not taking that pawn. I'm just going to assume that that's what happened for the rest of the game is I never took that pawn. Okay. 7 turns in a row? I missed that, and I'm going to miss it next time because I don't know why. Sorry, that was an immature fit of frustration, and I apologize. I do need to find out when I went behind because we're still close to even here. We're still close to even here. I'm not going to look at all those mistakes because I just don't have the time for it. I'm past my time limit already, but all the way up to here, we were close to even, and here the only way I could have kept it is by playing queen to f3. Okay, I get that pawn is pinned. It took me a second. That pawn is pinned, so they couldn't take me, but how am I supposed to know that's a good move? What does it do? It's aiming at this pawn, and it says they would make no move to defend that. Oh, can they not defend that pawn? But I'm not going to take it, so it's not about going after that pawn. So I have no idea why I would want to move here. I know why it's okay to move there because they can't take me, but I don't know why I would want to move there if I'm not supposed to take that pawn afterward. Any other move here puts my opponent ahead, and I did make a different move here because I don't know why I would play that. I played here because it looked like there was nothing I could do to stop this. I thought I was already lost here, so I played that. It was their best move to take it. It was not in my best interest to take back. I should have played queen to f3. Okay, and I was behind for the rest of the game. I had no chance. So I was correct earlier in my immature fit of frustration that I have no idea why I lost this game. Good job to my opponent for understanding it. As I said, when I checked their profile when I was waiting for them to move, and it said their rapid score is about 200 points higher than mine. So they're not an expert apparently, but they're significantly better than me in other time controls. Oh, and I just checked again. Their blitz rating is 400 points higher than mine. Again, good job. They made plenty of mistakes and blunders, and not only in the opening. They had 4 mistakes and 4 blunders according to the little chart that I can't scroll down far enough to see, but they weren't all those mistakes that we just saw in the beginning. They made some later in the game that gave away a big advantage back to a small advantage, but never enough to let me get the lead back. So, they didn't play perfectly, but they played good enough so that I didn't understand why I lost this game. And those are the worst kinds of losses, is the ones you can't learn from. In case I didn't say it already, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.